చేసుకోవాలి మీరు. ఓకే ప్లీజ్, దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Now what are we seen so far? We have seen the how to create a mapping. So let's see what are the topics we completed so far. Okay, we have seen topology setup. We have seen completed topology setup like a both physical and a logical. Logical schemas. Okay, and what else we completed? We completed reverse engineering. What are the two types of a reverse engineering? What are the two types of a reverse engineering? What are the two types of a reverse engineering?
LKM, CKM.
Reverse engineering.
Standardized and customized.
Standardized and not personalized, customized and standard reverse engineering.
Selected engineering.
Standard and customized. Okay, customized reverse engineering means reverse engineering with the knowledge module. So the customized means, that is customized means using knowledge module, RKM. Using RKM. So the standard means it's a normal using inbuilt designer knowledge modules. Reverse engineering and models creation. We completed the models creation. Models creation for both sources and targets. We created the mappings creation, and we created the package creation. Package creation. So we integrated all the mappings in the package, and we have not seen the components, package components. We will see that package tools. Okay, and use of variables. We have seen the variables. Okay, so now we have seen the scenario generation and export import of the scenario. Import of scenario. We have seen these concepts. Okay, so the mappings creation is done. We did only the simple mapping. So we are going to see the complex mapping. So here whatever mappings we have seen so far is the simple mapping. So the direct pass through, source to targets, direct pass through. So there is no other components we have seen. For example, table to table, department underscore target table. See here, simple map. So this map and this map, this is the one map. Okay, and this is the simple map, source to target direct map. Okay, so now we are going to see a different types of mapping. So the components, the maps using components, mappings using components. Mappings using component. A component. Okay, see here, for example, so this is alternatively, these are also called as the transformations we can apply, or components we can apply in the data flow between source to target. So the component means a transformation. Okay, so the component means a transformation, so that means a transformations means transformations. That means, so we can use between the source to target the data flow. So we can control the data flow. We can use between source and target data stores. Source and target data store. So that is between these two we can use. Between this is the source data store. So here the component style is a component type is a data store. See here, component type is a data store, and this is a component type is a data store. So between the source and the target components we can use these components. So this component, for example, component means I want to split the data. So the single table data I want to load into 4 tables. Yes, that can be possible. And I want to apply a filter transformation. So the filter, I want to load only specific set of data to my target based on the filter. So I want to do some kind of calculations. I want to do some kind of calculation. So how can I do all these calculations? Okay, so I want to join two tables and load into a single table. I want to join two tables and create a single table. How can I do it? So all these are the transformations or components. Okay, so between data stores. So the basically components are divided into two types. Components are divided into two types. One is projector components and the second one is selector components. Selector components and projector component. So what is the projector component and what is the selector component? Okay, these projector components, okay, these components influence the attributes present in the data store that flows through a mapping. So it influences attribute present in the data store that flows through mapping. So that means it influences through mapping. So the data, whatever data that is flowing between data store, so it influences the attributes. So the project remains, for example, I don't want all columns. I want to subtract few columns. I want to pass only 5 columns. I want to restrict some columns. Okay. So the projector components is the bypasses, the sum attributes. So for example, if I use this between here, see here I have a 4 columns here, but I want to load only 2 columns. I want to separate the 2 columns based on some kind of calculation. Okay, so I want to split it. Influences the this thing. So it influences the second one. So the second feature is, okay, so the projector components define their own attributes. So in projector components, so we will see examples and components. So we can define own attributes. So that means we can create our own attributes. We don't need to use whatever it is coming from the previous one. We don't need to use, we can create our own attributes. So attributes from the preceding components are mapped. So that means if I use a component here, okay, so the preceding means this one. So whatever is coming from the input, so these maps can be mapped to our new component. These maps can be mapped to our new component. So this is the projector component. So projection means, so projection and selection. So the selection means we are going to restrict the data. Projection means we are going to restrict the columns. Selection means only load certain amount of data. If you have a 10 rows, out of 10 rows load only 5. So the selection. So the projection means 10 rows data with 5 columns only. I want to only load 5 columns. I don't want to load all columns. So what are the components? So the example components of this one are, so the source and target data stores, so whatever source and target data stores, okay, and reusable mapping, so the distinct component, pivot operator, and then set operator, table function, and pivot, and subquery filter. See, whatever we have. So here, if you observe here, so this distinct and the pivot, set operator, subquery filter, and pivot, table function are the projector component, along with this target store and the source data store. So these are all called as a projection components. So then what are the selector components? So the selection means, so it reuses the attributes from the previous one. So these components reuses attributes from preceding components. It reuses the component, so it's no need to create it. Okay, so we don't need to create the components. So that means it reuses the components whatever is there. Okay, so as whatever components is coming from the source, those components will be reused. So we cannot create a new attributes here. So we can. So the examples are, so the remaining one, filter, join, expression. Okay, filter, join, expression, and examples are. These are the example component. Lookup, sort, data sets. See, these are all the components. What are the components? Selector component and this one. So this is the expression, filter, okay, join, lookup, sort. These are the selector components. So the selector components, everybody is clear? Everybody is clear so far? So the select, we will see the examples and projector components and selector components. So the projector component, it influences the attributes present in the data store. So that flows through the mapping. So it influences the mapping. So but the selector components, it won't influence. It will reuse the attributes. Everybody is clear? Yes or no, please? The definitions are clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now let's see how can we use these attributes. Okay, I'm going to use another schema for this one. I'm going to create a new schema called the same server on the source. I'm creating a new schema. So right now I have a HR. I'm creating another physical schema. So insert new physical schema. I'm using a SCART. Okay, the context. I'm creating the new ls Oracle underscore source underscore local HR underscore SCART. I'm going to use this schema for this one. I have a set of tables in this one. Okay, so now once the tables are done, I need to reverse engineer those tables. So now it is the sources folder. Okay, model source. Let's create another folder, new model folder. So mdl underscore Oracle underscore source underscore local underscore SCART. Okay, technology is Oracle. Okay, so here it is the SCART. Now select to reverse engineering. Select to existing objects to reverse engineering. I don't want to reverse engineering all the tables. I want to reverse engineer only DEPT, employee, and then bonus, and then sal grade only. Only 4 tables. Okay. So now I'm creating a 4 tables in my target. I am creating those tables in my target. Okay, so now create table. Please note down these commands. ODI target. What is the schema name for our target? Your ODI target. ODI 12 target. Your schema is different than my schema. Target.emp emp underscore trg as select star from start.emp where 1 is equal to 2. Okay, emp target. So table created. So now similarly I'm creating the DEPT target. DEPT. DEPT target. So now I'm creating a 3 tables for my EMP to practice the splitter one. So EMP 10 underscore target. I'm creating a new table. EMP 10 underscore target. I'm creating EMP 20 underscore target. I'll use these tables in our examples one by one. 20. Sorry, table is already there. Just change it to 20. 20 target. Table created. Now I'm creating another table. 30. Yes. So table created. Now I'm creating another table for a join. ODI 12 target dot emp dept info as select. I'm using the join. Okay. A dot employee number comma a dot ename. I'm creating a tables without any data. Job comma a dot hire date comma a dot total salary 0 as total sal. I'm creating a 0 as total sal, or else let's see. Yeah, a dot salary comma b dot department number comma b dot d name comma b dot location from empa comma deptb where a dot department number is equal to b dot department number. So I'm creating a 4 tables. We will see those tables in one by one. Okay, this is the table. Okay, now I'm creating another table. Create table ODI 12 dot DEPT count. DEPT wise details. DEPT wise details. Okay, DEPT wise details as select department number comma count of star EMP count comma sum of salary as total. Yep, sum of sal. Just I'm not using much from EMP. Group by department number where 1 is equal to 2. So these are the tables. So we are going to use those tables in our schema. Okay. Scart.emp. So I'm creating these tables. Okay. I will send all these tables scripts to everyone. Please execute these scripts. Okay. And make sure you have a Scart user inside that one. Okay. So now this is done. So I'm going to reverse engineer the target one because I created the new tables. Right click here and open reverse engineer, select reverse engineering. So new objects only. I want to see only new objects. If I exist, so it will come the old one and new one. So now I want to do only new objects. See, the newly created tables is loaded into my warehouse. Okay, so now I'm going to create a mapping with using one by one component. Everybody is clear so far? You need to execute these commands. Before executing this command, make sure you have a SCART user in your database. Okay. Okay. So now let's say create a mapping with filter example. Map filter component example. So I want to use a mapping with filter component. Filter means I want to restrict the data. I want to load only specific data only. So now first load your data, employee table. Yes, employee table, and your target is emp underscore target table. Yes, so this is the data. So now I want to load only data belongs to department number 30. Okay, from here I want to load the data only department number 30. I want to apply a filter. Okay, that means, see, if I map here directly, all the data will be loaded. But I don't want all the data. I want only the data, filter data only. Filtering the data only. Okay, so now delete this. So now drag this component. Yes. So now you have a filter component. Filter is, it defines the data, filter. So it filters the data from source to target. Okay, from here it goes to filter. Okay, so now I want to filter based on department number. Okay, so filter condition department number is added here. Okay, the condition is filter department number is equal to 30. I want to load only the data department number 30 only. Okay, I want to load only data department number 30 only. Okay, 1 second, let me do one more small change here. Alter table emp drop column total cell. I have additional column total cell, so I'm dropping this column. Total salary column is dropped. Okay, so now reverse engineer this source table again, because I don't want that column. So the emp table only I modified. Alter table. Okay, so now go to employee table. Yes, see here, yeah, the total salary is removed. Okay, so now go to filter component example. Here total salary is deleted. Now here if you see here, so now employee table. Yes, so now I want to apply a filter. So the drop filter here. Okay, so now this is the department number. I want to add a filter. So just drop the department number here and add a condition is equal to 30 department number. From here add this to here by name. That's it. Simple. See here, that's why it is called as a the selection component. It's not, see here, delete this, delete this. Okay, so now here we are applying a filter. That is perfect. Okay, so now when I am adding a target, what it is doing here, I am using this connector point from here to here. Okay, so it is automatically asking the mapping condition. But here, so do we have any columns in the filter? No, but whatever columns are there in the preceding data store, preceding component, this is the, so what is the preceding component to this filter? This employee. So whatever columns in this here, so this columns is automatically mapping to this one. That is called as the selection component. So the projection is, it won't pass all columns. So we can restrict the number of columns whatever it is passing to the projection. So the passing components automatically passes all the components. So the simple map, see here it is applying the source, filter is executing on the source. See, observe here. See here, So this is the source group, this is the target group. So the filter is applying on the source to improve the performance. Okay, now see here filter. So set the knowledge module LKM to Oracle, and here it is the integration knowledge module. Yes, integration of control append. I don't want the flow control because I don't have the foreign key. False. Flow control is false. So now simple and then execute. So the session started. So the simple a filter component. So that filters the data that is done. So whenever you see the target table with emp underscore target, so we have a data only belongs to department number 30. Okay, everybody is clear. Everybody is clear. So we have the data only department number. So the simple filter operation. So I define a mapping with filter. So after the filter, so it is extracting the data from source and it applies the filter, and whatever data is matching the filter condition will be passing to output to stepper. So this is the selection component. Why I'm saying it is the selector component is it reuses the attributes from the preceding component. So what is the preceding component here? This is the preceding component. So whatever columns are there in this one, those columns is automatically proceeding to this component. Everybody is clear? Yes or no, please? And
Sir.
అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందా?
Sir.
Okay, sir. Now let's see a usage of the expression component. Expression. Expression example. So I want to use this expression. So the expression means we can calculate the some values. We are calculating some values. So here from EMP, yes. So EMP and the target, I have a EMP underscore target. See here, whenever you map, employee number is coming from employee number, fine. E-name is coming from e-name, fine. Job, job, hire date, hire date, salary, salary, and commission, commission, department number, department number. But how do you load this total salary? I don't have the total salary column on the source. So the total salary is calculated during this data load process. So how do you calculate the total salary? The total salary is the salary plus commission. So the salary plus commission. So I need to calculate that value during the data flow from source to target. That can be done using a expression. So the expression means we can calculate some value. See, define an expression for reuse. So I can define an expression for reuse. See here, I'm creating this component here. Okay, so now here, so what are the columns I'm using? So this salary and commission. Okay, so now I'm creating a new attribute here. So I need to calculate the total salary. Okay, the total, I'm adding a new attribute here. Let's see here in the attribute section, select this component. In the attribute section, add a new attribute. So the new attribute is total salary. Total salary. The total salary is numeric. So let's make it as a 8, 2. Okay, so now here I need to derive a value. So now go to the expression here from employee salary plus NVL of the commission. Salary plus commission is fine directly. Salary plus commission. Apply. Click. That's it. Salary plus commission, total salary column calculated. Now map these to here by name. All columns are mapped. The total salary is mapped to so this total salary I'm mapping from this. See here, this total salary is coming from total salary. Simple one. So let's see. So now go to the physical one. See the knowledge mode. See here, expression is calculating here. Expression is calculating the source side. So let's see the knowledge module. Where is the properties? Okay, load knowledge module. Here you can select the integration knowledge module is this one, and layout got changed. Okay, so in the integration knowledge module and select the check knowledge module. So in the integration knowledge module, I don't want control append and I don't want this flow control is false. See here, the simple thing is from the source, I added a new column total salary. The total salary is coming calculated with salary plus commission. Okay, this one, and then calculated the total salary column. And in the physical, I set it the attributes, general settings, and then attributes. So the automatically these attributes are mapped. Okay, and this is also a selection component because automatically passes the value. See, I have 3 here, but everything is mapping from the source. So it's not bypassing anything. So I can directly map from here to here. I can directly map from here to here. But that is the use of the selection component. So here, from here to here, from here to here, at the same time, I can map from source to source here. We can reuse that attribute. It is not possible in the another one. So that I'll show you. Okay, everybody is clear? So set it to this knowledge integration knowledge module. So what is the control and flow control is false. Then execute this one. So the data will be loaded. See here, total salary is calculated. But total salary is not calculated for all columns. Why? Because so the commission plus null. Whenever you calculate anything with the null plus anything is equal to null. Say here. So what is the value? It's supposed to be here. Here it's supposed to be 3051. Okay. Here it is supposed to be 3051 because 3051 has salary plus commission is null. So I need to be properly calculated. My formula is wrong because so anything plus null is equal to null. That's why. So in the logical mapping, so here total salary, the properties, so here I'm using, so the NVL of commission comma 0. NVL of commission comma 0. That means wherever it is null, I'm replacing with 0. So the NVL of commission comma, NVL is the SQL function and the SQL function. You need to learn that SQL functions. So NVL of commission comma 0. What is the meaning here? Wherever it is null, it replaces with 0. Now execute this map. Here I'm not going into the more checking this code and everything. So what code it is generated and everything. So you can check that code. See here, now it is here 1102 plus null 1102. Earlier in the earlier map run, it has like a 1102 plus null is equal to it populated with null because anything plus null is equal to null. Everybody is clear? Or anybody have any doubts, please? Even అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందా? Please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's close this once again. I'll open it.
Sir.
ఏమేం చెప్పండి. Anybody have any doubts?
Yes, sir. We are selecting selecting selector components, sir. But they are all are mapping. Why, sir?
ఏంటమ్మా?
We are using only selecting selector components.
Right,
All
okay.
the columns are mapping.
That is the use of selector, right? What is the definition of a selector one? So this component reuses the attributes from the preceding component, right?
Yes, yes.
The definition of a selector. So the selection means not column sort, the data selection.
Okay, sir.
Okay, see, the selection means, I'll tell you something in the selection and projection. So let's see this cut, okay? So now the select start from employee. Okay, this is the data. I'm getting all the data from employee. Okay, select star
Yes.
from employee. I'm getting all the data. Where
Yes, sir.
I'm applying a filter where department number is
Particular.
equal to 20. So what I'm doing here, I'm selecting the data. I'm selecting the
Only
data for department number 20 only. So this process is called as a selection. Selection process means getting subset of data. Okay, so now here select e-name comma salary from employee. So what I'm doing here, instead of getting all columns, I'm getting only two columns. That means the projection. So this is called as the projection. So projection means only the subset of the columns. The selection means subset of the data. That's why, so the selector component is automatically reusing these attributes. Automatically reusing these attributes. Okay? అర్థమైందండి మీకు?
Yes, sir.
So the selector component automatically reusing all mappings from the source. If the same name, mapping it. If the name is not same, we need to map it explicitly. Similarly, what I did, drag and drop.
Yes, sir.
Explicitly mapped it. Okay, the projection means we have to select this, the subset of the data. So this is called as a projection and this is called as a selection. So the same rule they applied in ODI also.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's see.
Okay, sir.
We have seen filter example and we have seen this one. So now we are going to use a join. So the join between two tables. Join example. So now let's say I want to join the data from two tables. Source. Go to this cart, EMP table, and then the EMP. So the two tables are there. Okay. So now the target is I want to use EMP DEPT info. Yes, this is the data. Because see here and the target employee number, e-name, job, hire date, total salary. Okay, so hire date is from employee table, job is from employee table, e-name is from employee table, and employee number is from employee table, and total salary we needed to calculate the total salary by sum of salary plus commission. Perfect. Department number is from department table, department name is from department table, and location is from department table. So the data single table is getting the data from two tables. So I need to join these two tables to get the data. Okay, in order to join the two tables, what we need to have a relationship between the tables. So primary key and foreign key relationship between the two tables. Sir, మీకు సీక్వెల్ ఎంతవరకు చెప్పారండి? మీకు సీక్వెల్ ఏం చెప్తున్నారు? సార్ సీక్వెల్ క్లాస్ లో ఏం చెప్తున్నారు?
అయిపోయింది సార్ సీక్వెల్ క్లాస్.
కన్స్ట్రైన్స్ చెప్పారా?
చెప్పారు సార్.
ప్రైమరీకి ఫారెన్ కి చెప్పారు కదా?
చెప్పారు సార్.
ఓకే,
చెప్పారు.
yeah, so join one. So I'm going to join this. So join means it needs the two sources. So the department and then this one, I'm joining this. Okay, so what is the join condition here? So the join condition, so here, so go click here, I click these two. So the join condition is department table dot department number is equal to employee table dot department number. So here department table dot department number is equal to emp table dot department number. This one. So the simple join. Okay, you can use it. So this is the inner join. Okay, if you want outer join, left outer or right outer. So you can specify the left outer or right outer or full outer join. Okay, you can specify the two. This is a full outer join. All rows from DEPT, unpaid rows and left outer join. Okay, so now I need to calculate the total salary also. So now expression. So the expression attribute, I'm adding a attribute for total salary. Total salary. The total salary is numeric one. Numeric and size is 7, 2. Okay, so the expression is the total salary is calculated from, oh, join this. So it is automatically added all columns. Automatically added all columns from the 2. Okay, so now the total salary I'm calculating. So emp dot salary plus commission. So NVL of commission comma 0. Total salary is calculated. So now here I don't want all the attributes in this one. So I want to delete all the attributes. So attributes is delete. It's not required. Just only total salary is fine because it is the selector component. Okay, so now from here to here join. So it automatically joins all the mappings. Okay, so now this is not required here. This attribute, the general total salary is not required. So now this total salary is mapped to this total salary. That's it. So validate it. So the validation is completed. So now how to join the data? So I join this data. Join operator contain the two sources and the join condition is important here. What is the join point? And connector points are, see here, if you see this map, this component connector point. So for each component it has a two connector point, the input connector point and the output connector point. So the input connector point to here is the join required two connector points. So the input 1 and the input 2. Input 1 is department, input 2 is EMP. And the output connector is, so the output from the join operator, it is going to expressions. And the expression has a two input connector point and output connector point. Input connector point is, it's coming from join and the output, it is going to this one. So if you see here, this one output connector point is nothing because it's not required. This is the target. So now go to here EMP info. I don't want to load with the knowledge module. So I don't want to load with that. This one flow control. Just I want to disable the flow control because there is no foreign key on that one. So the simple execute this map. So the session started. It's done. So now let's go to your table in the employee DEPT info table. See here the data is loaded successfully. The total salary calculated and department number, department name and location information. The complete information is loaded. So how do you loaded the data? With the join. So what else, what we need for the join? We need the join is, so it needs the joins of two tables and with a single join, two tables with a single join operator, and then so the expression. So the expression is a attribute. So that's why it is a, what is it? It is a the selector component. The selector component is, it's directly bypasses the values. It won't do the, it won't allow you to do some calculations. Okay, everybody. Yes or no, please? Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, super, sir. So now I can use this, the same mapping I can edit using the order by. Okay, the sort operator. So I want to sort the data. So right click the same mapping. So I want to rename in the overview. So I'm changing back to expression and sorter. I want to load the sorter the data. Sort also. Sorting means I want to do some kind of oh, what is this? Expression. Yeah, not expression one. Okay, join operator. I want to change the join one with sorter one. Anything where we can use anywhere. If you want to sort the data, so the logical. I want to sort the data. So before loading into the table, see the data in this one is in the order. So Smith Jones, it's not in the alphabetic order. I want to load in alphabetic order. Let's truncate the data. Okay, so the table truncated. I want to load the data in a sorting. So the sorting means I want to sort the data. See here, sort the data using an expression. So I want to sort it. So now click the sorter one. Okay, change this one. So from here, it's deleted the data. Okay, from here sorting to this one. So now here the condition, sort condition. So what do you want to sort? Okay, sorting by ename. Sorting by ename. Okay, now join this from. That's it. The sorting. The total salary. We need to map this total salary from here to here. So the simple sorting. So what is the condition you want to sort? Ename condition. So now execute this map. Sort operator. Sort operator is to sort the data. See here the data loaded in the alphabetic order. See Adams, Allen, Blake. See here if you observe this one. So the database loaded in the alphabetic order. Okay, everybody is clear? And Ardhamotunda? Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the data loaded in alphabetic order because of this simple operator. In the map main, so the data loaded in this one. So the insert the data control append and then it executes the data from source unit. Okay, so it's loading the data. So where it exactly to do the sorting? See here, sort is also on the source. So the sort is also on the source means, so the data loaded into, so into the $C table. The $C table, the data loaded in the sorter, order by, see here. So order by in the $C table because this sort operator executed on source. That's why the $C table loaded the data. So this $C table loaded the data from this select statement with this order by ename. Everybody is clear? And Ardhamotunda?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
This is very, very important. Let me send this all the commands because you need to execute these commands. We'll see. Today I'm stopping here. Okay.
Sir, ఆ మెటీరియల్ పంపరా సార్
ఏంటంటే
మెటీరియల్ కూడా పంపరా మీరు రాసిన నోట్స్
ఈ నోట్స్ పంపించాలా?
అదే మీరు పాయింట్స్ వైజ్ రాస్తారు
ఇదా? ఇది ఒకటే కదా?
జస్ట్ ఇప్పటిదాకా రాసిన
ఇప్పటిదాకా రాసింది మొత్తం పంపిమంటారా?
పేజ్
కంప్లీట్ గా ఉందండి మనకి ఇక్కడ మొత్తం.
అదే పాయింట్ వైజ్ మాకు ఏమన్నా మిస్ అవ్వకుండా దాని ప్రకారం వెళ్తాం మేము కూడా చదువు.
ఓకే సార్, నేను పంపిస్తున్నా మీకు. ఒక్క నిమిషం నేను పంపిస్తాను. ఈ లోపు మీద ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయేమో ఆలోచించుకోండి. ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయేమో ఒకసారి ఆలోచించండి.
సార్ మీరు PLSQL సైట్స్ కూడా పంపిస్తున్నారా సార్? PLSQL క్లాసెస్ సైట్స్
పంపిస్తానంటే నాకు యాక్చువల్ గా కొంచెం బిజీగా ఉండి కుదరట్లేదు నాకు. నేను పంపిస్తాను మీకు. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
whenever we modify tables, yes, this one to copy from. So first these notes, so the batch.
సార్ సుమన్ గారు కొన్ని పంపించారు పిఎల్ఎస్ ఒరాకిల్ రీకోల్ అని మీదే కదా సార్
సుమన్ గారు ఏం పంపించారు?
నోట్స్ కొన్ని ఫైల్స్ పంపించారు మీటింగ్స్.
తెలియదండి మనకి ఏం పంపించారో మరి.
ఆ గొంతు కొంచెం మీదన్నాను మీరు సుమన్ గారికి చెప్పారు పంపని.
వీడియోసా?
వీడియోస్
సెపరేట్ ఉంటాయి.
కమాండ్స్ పంపించారు, 12 days నోట్స్ పంపించారు.
ఆ కమాండ్స్ సార్ చెప్పినాయి, సుమన్ గారు చెప్పినాయి, సంతోష్ గారు చెప్పినాయి.
నేను సుమన్ గారికి నేనేమి ఇవ్వలేదండి.
సంతోష్ గారు చెప్పినాయి సార్, సంతోష్ గారు ఎస్క్యూఎల్ సార్ చెప్పినాయి.
యా, మీరు మీ సిస్టమ్ లో ఆ లోకల్ కనెక్షన్ తోటి ఈ కమాండ్స్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయాలండి.
ఓకే
ఓకే, నేను చెప్తా మీకు, నేను చూపిస్తాను ఎలా చేయాలి అనేది. ఇంకొకటి కూడా చేయాలి అందులో. నాకు తెలిసి మీకు అక్కడ ఇది ఉండదు. ఏపీపీ శౌర్య ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆర్టీపీఎంఎస్ అడ్మిన్ స్కాట్. నేను మీకు చూపిస్తాను. మీకు ఒక ఈమెయిల్ పంపించాను ఇప్పుడు, ఆ ఈమెయిల్ చూడండి. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇది సేవ్ చేయండి, క్లోజ్ ఇట్. ఇది రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది కదా? యా, రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది. పంపించిన తర్వాత సో గో టు యువర్ శాన్. ఇక్కడ నేను నా లోకల్ విండోస్ లో చేశానండి. ఇప్పుడు మీకు సర్వర్ మీద చూపిస్తా ఏం చెయ్యాలనేది. ఓకే, ODI 12C getting started. మీకు అక్కడ ODI 12C లో ఆ మెషిన్ లో స్కాట్ అనే యూజర్ ఉండదు. సో వీ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ ద స్కాట్ యూజర్, ఆర్ ఎల్స్ లెట్ చెక్ ఇట్ వెదర్ డు వి హ్యావ్ ద స్కాట్ యూజర్ ఆర్ నాట్. ఏమంటే క్లాస్ అర్థమవుతున్నాయా మీకు? అందరికీ అర్థమవుతున్నాయా?
అర్థమవుతుంది.
ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. సీక్వెల్ లో బాగా రావాలి, PLSQL లో కొద్దిగా ఐడియా ఉండాలి. ఎందుకంటే సమ్ టైమ్స్ మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఏదైనా ఒక మ్యాపింగ్ లో ఇఫ్ ఎనీ లాజిక్ విచ్ ఇస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ ఇన్ ద మ్యాపింగ్ అయితే దెన్ వీ కెన్ రైట్ ఇన్ PLSQL ప్రొసీజర్ అండి. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎనీథింగ్, ఎనీ లాజిక్ విచ్ ఇస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ టు రైట్ ఇన్ ODI, so that can be done in Oracle and that can be called from here. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? సో PLSQL అనేది ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో PL/SQL కంప్లీట్ గా రాకపోయినా అట్లీస్ట్ సీక్వెల్ ఒక 2 minutes. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు సీక్వెల్ డెవలపర్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తారు. సో ఇక్కడ ఈ మెషిన్ మీద ఈమెయిల్ ఓపెన్ చేసుకోండి, ఆ మెషిన్ మీద ఈమెయిల్ ఓపెన్ చేసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఎన్ని కనెక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయండి? ఓకే, ఇక్కడ లోకల్ ఒరాకిల్ DB ఉంది, ODI టార్గెట్ ఉంది, ODI వర్క్ ఉంది, కానీ ఇక్కడ స్కాట్ లేదు. లెట్స్ సి లోకల్ ఒరాకిల్ DB లోకి వెళ్ళండి, అదర్ యూజర్స్ లోకి వెళ్ళండి అండ్ చెక్ ఇట్, డూ వీ హ్యావ్ ఏ స్కాట్ హియర్ ఆర్ నాట్? స్కాట్ అనే యూజర్ లేడు. ఓకే, సో వీ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ దట్ స్కాట్ యూజర్. సో నేను పంపించిన ఈమెయిల్లో ఇందులో స్కాట్ ఉంది కదా, స్కాట్ ఓపెన్ చేసుకోండి. స్కాట్ యూజర్ ఓపెన్ చేసి ఆ ఫైల్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, రైట్ క్లిక్ ఈ ఫైల్ మొత్తం కాపీ చేసి సీక్వెల్ డెవలపర్లో ఓపెన్ చేసి పేస్ట్ చేయండి. పేస్ట్ చేసి స్క్రిప్ట్ రన్ ఆల్. సో టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ అయిపోయింది, యూజర్ కూడా క్రియేట్ అయిపోయింది, కమిట్ సక్సెడ్. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు ఇది క్లోజ్ చేసి డిలీట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఏం చేశారు, డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకున్నారు, లోకల్ ఒరాకిల్ DBలోకి వెళ్ళి ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్ ని మొత్తం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేశారు. ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసిన తర్వాత క్లోజ్ చేసి ఈ కమాండ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసుకోండి, ఆల్టర్ యూజర్ స్కాట్ ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ బై టైగర్, ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ బై టైగర్. ఓకే, సో అది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయండి. సో ఆల్టర్ యూజర్ ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ బై టైగర్, ఈ కమాండ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయండి. ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత గ్రాంట్ కనెక్ట్, నోట్ చేసుకోండి ఇవి, రిసోర్స్ కామా DBA టు స్కాట్, ఈ కమాండ్స్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, గ్రాంట్ కనెక్ట్ రిసోర్స్ DBA. సో ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత ఈ ఫైల్ ఉంది కదా, సెకండ్ ఫైల్ ఏది, ఈ మెయిల్లో ఉన్న కమాండ్స్, ఈ మెయిల్లో ఉన్న కమాండ్స్ మామూలుగా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయండి. ఇది అయిపోయి ఆ రెండు అయిపోయిన తర్వాత సో ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఈ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయండి. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, ODI 12 టార్గెట్ ప్లేస్ లో 12 తీసేయండి మీరు, ఎందుకంటే నాది 12 కాదు, నా విండోస్ మీద 12, ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ODI 12. సో 12 తీసేసి టేబుల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయండి. నేమ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్రెడీ యూజ్డ్ బై అన్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్, అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మీరు స్కాట్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత స్కాట్ వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడికి స్కాట్ వచ్చింది. ఓకే, తర్వాత టేబుల్స్ లో ఈ EMP_ టార్గెట్ అనే టేబుల్ వచ్చింది. ఎక్కడికి వచ్చింది, ODI టార్గెట్ లోకి వచ్చింది. EMP టార్గెట్ లోకి స్కాట్ అనే యూజర్ వచ్చింది. సో టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. అంతా అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు ODI లోకి వచ్చి ఇక నార్మల్ ప్రాసెస్, మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? వీడియో ఫాలో అవ్వండి ఇంకా ఆ తర్వాత. ఓకే, అర్థమైందండి అందరికి ఏం చేయాలో? సో న్యూ స్కీమా క్రియేషన్, న్యూ ఫిజికల్ స్కీమా క్రియేషన్ అంతా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి ఇంకా. ఓకే, వీడియో చూడండి, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకే, నేను క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వీడియో అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాను, ఫాలో అవ్వండి, జాగ్రత్తగా చేయండి. ఓకే, ఓకే సార్, సీ యూ టుమారో. బై.
Bye.